everyone, trader friends, good to see you. And it is a bright and sunny Wednesday morning, 25th of February here. And it's so good to see all of you. And the markets are also pleased to see you. Currently, they are edging slightly higher, as we can see here on my chart. Seems like nerves are getting eased by Trump's the universal 10% tariff coming into effect, rather than the threatened higher 15% rate. Looking across to the FTSE first, the FTSE up 0.33% there. Just looking at the winners and the losers, the banks and the miners, yet again, the big show. Horses here. HSBC up more than 4.6%. Antofagasta, copper maker there, my first love, up more than 3%. We also have Fresnillo up 2.8% or thereabouts. Anglo-American also up 2% there. Barclays, another banking name, also higher there, as is Lloyds Banking Group, one of the top traded stocks here at IG. Crossing over to the losers list, and we have Haleon, of course, the maker of Sensodyne and spun off from GSK. Croda is down 2.4% as well. And we have BT, United Utilities, and Reckitt Benckies more as you can see there. Moving across to Germany, it's looking a bit more mixed there. We got Deutsche Bank on the winners list, so that's one consistency given the upward lift for banking there. But we also have Adidas. Rich will be happy about this, up around 0.9%. And on the losers list, we've got Volkswagen, Continental, Porsche, and Mercedes-Benz all going downward hill at the moment. It's down about 1% each there. SAP also off a little after the software scare, or AI eclipse is the other term that I've heard recently. Let me know what terms you've heard. I can see some of the chat on my right-hand corner, but not currently on the screen there. We've had some earnings as well. Let's get you through the reactions to that. Starting off with Fresenius. Let's start off with a bit of medical care this morning. So this is Fresenius there, up 0.8%. This is coming up slightly after initially it was a bit shaken by its results. Fresenius, of course, is the medical healthcare unit that specializes in all sorts of medical devices. Let's have a look at the company news section here. SCX. My filter is getting so much this morning that it's moved to the bottom. Diageo has fallen 5.5%. Fresenius shares in Germany down. They were down 2% after the results. And Fresenius, of course, came up with an outlook that disappointed most of the expectations. It also was down on the Q4 EBIT front. So that was quite a disappointment there. Let's have a look at Diageo now, because Diageo is also a mover. That's what's been clouding my filter. It's down more than 6% at the moment. Look at that big bar there. This is the daily chart for you. I'm going to try and get Diageo up as well, because this is, of course, the drinks maker. And if you look at the chart a bit longer term, you can see how far it's come. It's found a bit of a base around the 30th of December, but currently it's still struggling to get its nose above the 200-day moving average. So we'll see what happens later today at the close, whether it does manage to move higher into the above the 100-day moving average zone. But at the moment, Diageo is down quite significantly after the company cut its dividend. And not only that, it cut its outlook for sales and profit as well. Some of the other movers, let's have a look. We've got St. James's Place. Now that my filter is properly in play, I mean, it's moving at a high rate there. St. James's Place is up 6.5% there, coming back a bit after being as high as 7%. This is on profits that beat expectations. Shares, they're also being lifted slightly by the payout ratio as well. Chicas, friends, cariños, all those coming onto the show right now, welcome, welcome. It's a big day there. Just getting you through some of the movers there. We've had Heidelberg Materials, that was down 4%, Diageo falling 5%, and also Eramet is up 3%. We covered Helion earlier as well. Let's have a look at Helion because that is now moving lower by 5.5% there after the company, which makes Sensodyne, said its organic revenue growth for Q4 was slower than expected. Right, so let's get you across what happened whilst you were sleeping, or some of you might not have been sleeping, or some of you like me might have been mourning the end of the Winter Olympics. That's why we've got our wonderful director back. It's been a great season. They're really impressive, especially the stunts on the half pipe and the freestyle jump. But not as impressive as the State of the Union. Because those of you that caught that, it was a nearly eye-watering 2-hour address by Trump. And he focused on the economy, domestic policy, and affordability here. So I've got this chart that I made for you earlier just to kind of delve a bit deeper and to condense it for you. Key things to take away, the 401k is now for everyone. Trump called for the creation of a government-backed 401k light plan for U.S. workers who don't already receive a retirement match from their employer. This is very clever. Brings even more people into the equities game, gets even more people with skin in the game. That's why when you go to the US, everyone's grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, talks about stocks because they have to be in it. They have to be in it. Second thing, of course, is Trump reiterating that he's going to protect private equity from gobbling up family homes. So he kept it really domestic, right? Kept it really domestic. And also the third thing he spoke about was the economy. He said the economy is roaring like never before. But this, of course, comes in a time when his ratings, the polls, continue to show that voters are souring on his performance on the economy. Like for like, let's take a look at some real field data here. Consumer Price Index, the CPI figure, which is, of course, the key measure of inflation there, rose 2.4% in January from a year earlier. According to the latest numbers, that was down from 2.7% in December and is lower than expected. But if you strip out food, if you strip out energy, the volatile bits, core CPI was up 2.5%, the lowest level since April 2021, but it's still up 2.5%. There was also a key thing about the fact that he kept it very domestic. He didn't really talk very much about his efforts abroad. He did speak briefly about Iran, where he has directed a huge military buildup. Those of you that have watched the show with myself and Julian, this is an incredible time. Never, in my career anyway, have I seen such a huge US military buildup. It'll be interesting to see whether or not he does strike or not. Julian Wheeler's view from Shard Capital is that he will strike. It's just a matter of when. I don't know. I don't personally take a view on that, but it is a huge military buildup. Let's have a look at some other things that I am keeping an eye on. If you are investing and trading and keeping an eye on this, those of you that follow certain outlets, pay special attention, I find, in these times to what's happening on the ground over there. If your contacts as well, also, use them, call them up, find out what's happening. But N12 is one of the key channels over in Israel. It's respected. And there have been images shown of inflatable beds being installed. This is in no way confirming or guaranteeing that something might be happening, but certainly preparations are taking place. You can come off that now. What's important about this is to find out what real indicators tell you about what's happening on the ground. There's some people out there, even analyst friends of mine, who look at how many people are going into pharmacies, close to the White House, things like that. So it's the little things that people most of the time overlook, like satellite images of the treads of tanks, not just of where things are, but the treads of tanks that will give you the real story. Other than that, of course, the big and huge, I say big enough times, elephant in the room is, of course, NVIDIA. And those of you that watch this as keenly as I do have a position in NVIDIA in the long-on portfolio. Of course, its results are due, very keenly anticipated. If you go to the NVIDIA page, which I'm on right now, and when you first go into it, it tells you March 16th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is NVIDIA's Jensen Huang's keynote. And this man has got stamina. I'd love to watch it live one day, but I normally time it with cooking a meal or something, because he can talk for hours. So that is the big thing, of course, for NVIDIA in terms of earnings. Also keeping a lookout on what's expected. I'm just going to get my list for you. It's not just NVIDIA. We've got Salesforce as well, and Snowflake. Key things, of course, is that if Salesforce and NVIDIA come out with less than amazing results and the markets seem to take it in their stride, then that's a good thing for markets. But if they do not, then make sure you've got your bits on, because it could be a wild ride. So let us know what you are investing in or trading in. Put them right here. Please do share some of your techniques as to how you get an edge in the markets. I'd love to hear them. Slam the like and subscribe button as well. And for any questions to any of our specialists here, like Chris and Axel and Rich, do put them to me on ask@ig.com. I'll get them answered for you ASAP. Until then, happy investing.